with breaking news. Marc Fogel, an American teacher detained in Russia, has been released from Russian custody. President Trump's Steve Witkoff and the president's advisors, they negotiated the exchange. Let's bring in Scripps News global affairs correspondent Maya Rodriguez. She is live for us in D.C. Maya, how did all of this unfold today?
Well, Alex, this is still an unfolding situation, but it is news that the family of American Marc Fogel has been waiting to hear for years now, that he is free from a Russian prison. The Pennsylvania teacher who had been teaching in Moscow before his arrest had been imprisoned in Russia for more than 3 years. In all that time, his family had been pushing to have Fogel designated by the U.S. government as wrongfully detained. That is a special designation given for Americans being held overseas, and it usually brings more resources to those cases. The Biden administration finally gave Fogel's case that designation at the end of December, and now his release was secured by President Trump's special envoy to the Middle East, Steve Witkoff. Since June of 2022, Fogel had been serving a 14-year sentence for bringing medical marijuana into Russia. Speaking previously to Scripps News, Fogel's family said it was painful to watch basketball player Brittany Griner released and then see the large prisoner swap with Russia, and to not have had Fogel declared wrongfully detained back then. It was months after that large prisoner swap with Russia last summer, which also freed Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich, that the Biden administration finally designated Fogel as wrongfully detained. Now, in a statement, National Security Advisor Mike Waltz said President Trump, Steve Witkoff, and the president's advisors negotiated an exchange that serves as a show of good faith from the Russians and a sign we are moving in the right direction to end the brutal and terrible war in Ukraine. Since President Trump's swearing in, he has successfully secured the release of Americans detained around the world. And President Trump will continue until all Americans being held are returned to the United States. By tonight, Marc Fogel will be on American soil and reunited with his family and loved ones, thanks to President Trump's leadership. And we have a new photo that just came into the newsroom minutes ago showing Marc Fogel on the airplane coming back to the United States. They have cleared Russian airspace, according to the White House. It looks like he has a stiff drink in his hand, and in his other hand, he's holding what looks to be a plate of cheese and some fruit. He looks pretty happy to be coming back home. Now, this is the third high-profile release of Americans held overseas since President Trump took office, including one American released from Gaza and several released from Venezuela. At this point, though, there is no indication from the White House on what the U.S. might have given to Russia in exchange for Fogel's release. Alex.
Hope he's enjoying that drink. Scripps News global affairs correspondent Maya Rodriguez, thank you.